Hey everyone, it's me, Scotato Tomato. It's been a while, hasn't it? I've mainly just been doing live streams. This is going to be the first recorded video I've uploaded actually in a while. The first recorded video that I'm actually also talking in, because if you haven't noticed, a lot of my pre-recorded videos are just some weird fucking robotic voice that I put because I just don't feel like talking at all. But this video I did want to talk, and I kind of have to talk because today we're going to be looking at the new Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach trailer that was just released, I believe, yesterday on the channel. And I wanted to go over this game, not because it's like what everyone's talking about, but also because the FNAF series is one of my personal favorites. I've been following it for a long time now, and it's just something that I always look forward to. I always get excited about. So yeah, the only reason I'm doing this a day later is because yesterday I was really busy and really tired with school, and I just didn't have time. So I wanted to put it towards today because I knew I would actually have time for it. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to get into this. This is going to be a first reaction to the trailer because all I saw was a post that said it was uploaded. I never actually watched it. So this is going to be my first actual reaction to this trailer, and I'm super excited to get into it. Towards the end of the video, I also will be doing a breakdown analysis where I will go through the video like frame by frame if I have to, and we're gonna go through together and see what we see, and we're gonna do like a little bit of a off-brand game theory type of format. So really excited to get into it. So yeah, let me play the trailer and I'll stay quiet so you guys can like actually no. Well, I might talk a little bit, just a little, but we're gonna go through the trailer first, and then we're gonna go through it again with the analysis that I have. And I'm probably gonna like react weirdly because, like I said, this is the first reaction video. But before I get into it, like and subscribe if you want to. Not gonna force you. That's like my #1 motto here. You can like and subscribe if you want to, but I'm not gonna force you. Unofficial motto of the channel, pretty much. But yeah, let's get into this video.
First found you, you were nothing. You were small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
Oh, wow. Oh, the graphics look nice. Holy shit. Wow. Damn! Wow! Holy shit. Whoa! Oh my
Gregory,
god.
we can get you out of here. You and me together.
Is that the golf area?
They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you.
Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is fucking cool. They're
We have
there?
to get you out by morning.
What?
Do as I say. You will bring me.
Holy shit,
what
there's so
I
much
want.
happening.
And if you fail me, then you will. Both
Oh.
of you burn.
What the fuck? Whoa. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, I have chills.
There is more going on here than you
Wait, there's more?
realize.
Oh, oh. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Okay. Holy shit. I got chills from watching that. Oh my god. I got fucking chills from watching that. No joke. I literally did. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys. Give me a minute. That was like so much shit to process. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. First reaction, just based off first reaction. I just want to say that looked so well done. That looks so well put together. The graphics are fucking amazing. The soundtrack sounds amazing. I love the intensity of the soundtrack. That was fucking amazing. The mechanics look really interesting, which is going to be awesome. I love how they actually included real gameplay this time instead of just environment panels. That's nice. And just everything all around looks so like I'm probably acting like this because the FNAF series has never really done a free roam game per se. I think they're like one attempt at it, or what? I don't even know if it was an attempt, but at least in my opinion, the sister location was kind of an attempt at a free roam game, just because you had to like choose which events you had to go into and kind of like walk around a little bit. But still, it was like a set location. You know, you couldn't just deviate and go somewhere else. But this is like the actual first free roam FNAF game that they have, and I'm just really excited because it just there means there are going to be more secrets to find and more mechanics that are going to come into play, and it just looks so well done. Everything looks amazing. Like, props to Steel Wool, because they put their hearts into this game. You can really tell that they're putting their hearts into this game. And just a side note, I'm hoping that the Bendy franchise is taking notes, because they're gonna have to pull something out of they're gonna have to pull a miracle if they want Dark Revival to top this, because this is really good. So I feel like this game is gonna go like head to head with Dark Revival whenever they're gonna release that, because I think it got pushed back to this year or next year, I'm not sure. But yeah, this game is definitely gonna go head to head with that game, because wow, okay. All right, so I just wanted to say that, but let's go back and let's analyze the trailer like bit by bit. So I'm gonna play it to like when it gets to a certain screen, and then I'm going to pause it and we're gonna talk about it, because I need to break this down. This is mandatory. We're fucking analyzing this shit because I am in the mood, and this trailer gave me fucking chills. Okay, all right, let's listen to the first part and then I'll stop.
I first found you. You were nothing. You were small, pathetic. But now, you are more. Are you ready?
Okay, so just based off that, like that zoom in with the mask, it sounded like, obviously we all know Glitchtrap is in control of Vanny. So I think we can assume that that's Glitchtrap talking to Vanny and like trying to assert his dominance over her, because that's kind of like the way that he talked to her is very common among domination, because he's like trying to point out that she was small, she was weak, and he made her better. So it's kind of like this weird domination thing that he's trying to do, which of course plays into the part that he's in control of her. He's just trying to emphasize the fact that he will always be in control over her, and there's nothing she can do, because it's him who made apparently her, in quotations, better. So I just like how they put those little like little psychological things in there. Sorry, I'm in college, and I kind of got into the psychology major a little bit, so it's just I point out all the small things. So I'm not actually a psychology major. I just really like psychology in general, but I forgot the word for it. I'm not gonna get into specifics, but I like how he's trying to do those dominating track techniques and traits on her. It's just really cool. All right, let's continue. Alright, so I don't know if you guys saw it, but on the bottom it did say that it's captured on PS5, and it's a mix of gameplay and cinematics shown. So obviously the game, or this trailer at least, is a mixture of actual gameplay and possibly cutscenes that might be in the game, which is pretty cool if it's both free roam and has active cutscenes. Um, it is on PS5 though, so I'm assuming that you are, at least it's going to be only released on PS5 first, and then it'll be allowed to be released on other platforms. But for the time being, I guess we can just assume that it's only going to be released on PS5 for right now. So yeah. But just based off that shot, we can see Vanny is slowly skipping her way down a dimly lit hallway. I can't really tell where that hallway is located, but it's definitely someplace that we're probably going to be in, or maybe like like I said, a cinematic cut screen. So that definitely looks really interesting, though, how the characters actually have different animation styles, different walking styles, because that would be really fucking cool if you're just walking somewhere and then you just hear her and see her just skipping across your point of view. Like, that honestly would bring chills down my spine. All right, let's continue. Okay, so I'm gonna go back a little bit so you guys can get a better view of her face. So obviously this is the elusive Vanessa that everyone's been talking about, the security guard that was had some art shown of her in one of their releases of concept art. So this is the mysterious Vanessa that we don't really know much about, but all we know is that on her concept art, I believe it said protect, something like that. But obviously she's a security guard working at this shopping district, and I think this perspective is her watching us go down an elevator, because it looks like she has her hands on a glass and our camera's going down, so we're obviously in some type of elevator. She obviously looks really worried about us. Now, a lot of people have been saying that Vanny and Vanessa are the same person. She's trying to trick us into following her, and then she's just going to give us over to Glitchtrap. That is a theory that's out there. Another theory is saying that there's going to be 2 campaigns to where we play as Gregory and as the security guard. So that's also possible. There's also another theory going around that she actually is trying to help us, and I'll get into that later on based off a certain line that was said in the actual trailer, I think. I don't know. I've been reading theories about it. Oh, man. I do want to point out, though, I know it's a small detail, and I don't really know if it means anything, but if you look closely, her fingernails are painted purple. So she has purple nail polish on her fingers. Now, of course, we all know the color purple is associated with the infamous Glitchtrap and, you know, the purple guy. So I don't know if this is like a little subtle hint that possibly she is connected to Vanny in some way just because she decided to paint her nails purple. I just think it's a weird color, just based off the fact that I don't really know a lot of girls who choose to paint their nails purple, even in the real world. So I just thought it was like a little thing to point out. I don't know if it's like a little Easter egg or if I'm just totally over analyzing the fact that she has purple nail polish on. She could have just put it on because she likes the color. But I just thought it was, you know, the amount of small hidden Easter eggs and hidden clues that are in this game, you can't take anything for granted at this point. So I just wanted to point out that her nails are painted purple, and it could possibly be a very small foreshadowing of her actually being Vanny. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. So let's continue. Okay, so here we actually saw this environment in the first trailer they released, one of their environmental panels. This is supposed to be the laser tag area, Montgomery's laser tag area, I believe, or it's either Montgomery's or Freddy's laser tag area. Now there's not really much to see. It's kind of just the same environmental panel. The only thing that changes is if you look behind Freddy's cardboard cutout, you'll see something swing across. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, did you guys see that? Yeah, there was like a weird little ball that just swung across this way. I don't know if that's part of the laser tag area or if it's a whole separate ride altogether or if that was something else. I don't really know what it was, but that's all I just wanted to point out. There's really nothing else we can see in this environment, so we're just going to move on. Alright, so of course this is the logo, as always. One of the Freddy Fazbear franchises have to have a logo. It definitely looks different. So that's something to take into consideration. It looks more cartoony. As you can see, there's Vanny skipping through the hallway with her shadow against the logo. Obviously implying that I like these little things they do to where it's like implying that she's the one who's running the whole operation just by like showing her shadow go across it. I don't know. I just like how they do those little subtle hints when fear takes hold. Alright, so here we go. The moment you guys have been waiting for. We finally get to take a first look appearance at these amazing things. Just wow. Just look at that. That is just amazing, honestly. It's so beautiful to see these types of things. It's just wow. Like, look at that character design. It just looks so well done. Of course, this is Roxanne Wolf. We had already gotten a few concept art leaks about what her design was going to look like, and it's actually pretty amazing how we can see how close they got to that concept art. and just the reflective. It's definitely been an improvement based off earlier games, because I know earlier games they aren't as they didn't have ray tracing, and it's really hard to tell when like certain things are in certain areas. But just look at this. Just look at the reflective features of the actual animatronic. Like that is just amazing. And wow, this it's just wow. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so that is Montgomery Gator. Again, same thing. Reflective patterns, fucking fantastic. The eyes, menacing. Love it. It's just amazing. He's like a towering brute, you know? And also, I did just notice that that is Ballora's theme song playing in the background of this certain segment. So, is that Scott trying to connect sister locations somehow to this? Because that is clearly Ballora's theme song. Of course, it's a little bit, a different remix, but you can hear the undertone, especially with the music box. So is that him trying to imply that sister location is somehow connected to this game? Because that is really, I just find it really interesting how he would choose to play Ballora's theme song over the animatronics. I did want to point out that the animatronics do look a little bit more modernized, and I know sister location is supposed to happen at an earlier date, but just look at the animatronics in sister location. They definitely look different from the ones we've seen in other FNAF games. They look more updated, wouldn't you think? So I just find it interesting though how he decided to play the Ballora theme song over the animatronics. It's weird. That's definitely something we need to take into consideration. I don't know what it implies. It's just there, which means something, there's got to be some type of connection here. And there's Chica, Rockstar Chica, and she looks pretty cute. Actually, I love the little bracelets that they gave her. Her earrings on fleek, girl. You rock those earrings. I love her guitar also. Nice color palette. Overall, same thing. Great style. Just looks amazing. All right, and then we're gonna move on. And here they all are, the four infamous Rockstar animatronics. There's Rockstar Chica with her guitar, Rockstar Freddy with his mic, Roxanne Wolf with her keyboard, and Montgomery Gator with his bass guitar. So I find it interesting how they chose to zoom in on Chica, Roxanne, and Montgomery, but not Freddy. As you all know, we did hear in the first trailer that Freddy did say that he's trying to help us, or at least we got the implication that he is trying to help us, just based off the fact that he was like, Gregory, I think she's found us, So I think a lot of people already are theorizing that Freddy is trying to help us, but a lot of people were also theorizing that Chica was trying to help us. Based off this one YouTuber I watched, his name is Super Horror Bro. Please go check out his channel. He's got some amazing content on there. I totally recommend him. He was saying that Rockstar Chica and Rockstar Freddy are trying to help us, and Roxanne Wolf and Montgomery Gator are trying to kill us. Because the way that he saw it was that there was a sun animatronic and a moon animatronic. And the moon animatronic, since it's evil, it controls Roxanne Wolf and the Gator. And the sun is supposed to be quote-unquote good, we don't know yet, is supposed to represent Chica and Freddy. Also just based off, he also said based off their color palettes, to where these two are more colorful and bright colors, and these two are more darker and more morbid colors. He said that that also could represent something. But I don't really know if his theory got proven or not, because if we wait till later in the video, we see Chica just trying to somehow get to us. She doesn't physically attack us. We don't see her attack us, but we do see that she is trying to get to us. So it could just be only Freddy that's maybe trying to help us, and the other three are under Vanny's or Glitchtrap's control. But I still have hope for Chica that she does actually provide help to us. But yeah, I just thought it was weird how they chose not to zoom in on Freddy. So that definitely implies something.
Gregory.
And here is the another shot of apparently Gregory is looking at a huge wall of screens. I'm assuming this is a control room because there's a lot of panels and buttons and camera screens, I would assume. So he's obviously in a main control room somewhere within the building, and he has something on his wrist. I think it's the watch that we see later on in the video, but yeah. I did read another theory somewhere that this could be the crying child just based off of his shirt, and apparently he's holding a plush in his hand. I can't really see it though. I do see something. He is holding something, but I don't really know if I would say it's a plush. But yeah, a lot of people have begun to speculate that this is the crying child. Um, it's a possibility. We don't really know the identity of the crying child, but I don't know though. I just don't know, because if it was the crying child, then this would have had to happen either before he was bitten, or I don't know, it just doesn't add up. I wouldn't really say this is the crying child, but anything's possible with Scott. We all know that. So let's keep going.
We can get you out of here.
Okay, that line right there. She just said, "We can get you out of here." And of course, I think that's supposed to be the security guard that's talking. So I did get a little bit confused when she said that, because what is she implying by we? You know, there's two ways that this could go. She could either be evil and saying we as in her and her other identity of Vanny, the killer, or we as in her and Glamrock Freddy are trying to help her get her out of here. So again, lot of blurred lines here, lot of confusion, because we don't really know whose side she's on. There's no explicit explanation of who she is and what side she represents. All we know is that she's just a security guard and she's somewhere in the building. So I just thought it was weird how she said, "We can get you out of here." It can go both ways. We don't know.
You and me together.
All right, and then this is, I'm assuming Monty's area. So there he is playing on his stage, looking cool as always. A lot of jungle, forest stuff. So I wonder if that's the theme of his area. Looks pretty open actually. Yeah, it looks really cool. There's really not that much stuff to analyze here. It's just kind of another environmental panel with him just playing in the center. So obviously we're going to be able to explore all of the animatronics areas, which is going to be pretty cool. But I guess this is his area, so can't wait to see it in the game. Alright, now here, this kind of confuses me, because what are we hiding in, and why are we hiding from her? You know, this adds to that extra confusion of, is she good or is she bad? Because why would we be hiding from her if she is supposedly the security guard trying to get us out of here? You know, it puts that extra layer of foreshadowing and blurry confusion, because we don't really know if we're hiding from her because we don't know if she's good or bad, or if we're hiding from her because we know she's good or she's bad. So again, it can go both ways. But I guess there is going to be a hiding mechanic somewhere in the game. I am kind of wondering if we are hiding in Glamrock Freddy right now, because we did see, based off the little figurines that were released about a month ago, that we are going to be able to hide in Glamrock Freddy's chest, his chest cavity. So I'm wondering if this is that same chest cavity, or if we're hiding behind some form of stage with a curtain. But just to put it out there is going to be a hiding mechanic, which is going to be really cool. This also is a statue of Roxanne Wolf. So I'm assuming that this is her area, because it's got a lot of her color palette. There's another little neon light sign of her over there. A pirate ship, which of course resembles Foxy. So obviously Roxanne Wolf is going to have the same thing too. There is something on top of that pirate ship though. So I'm wondering if that's another animatronic back there, because it looks like an animatronic, but I can't tell because it's kind of far away. But it does look like something is on that pirate ship. So there might be more than one animatronic. We don't know. So, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out, and let's continue.
They won't stop hunting you. None of them will stop hunting you.
So yeah, this scene is just another mechanic where we're probably going to be running through some underground tunnels, and she's saying that none of them will stop hunting us, which we know. But again, another layer of confusion. Does she mean all of them won't stop hunting us? I thought Glamrock Freddy was a good guy. Is she implying that Glamrock Freddy is going to betray us at some point, or he's bad in the beginning but becomes good later? So like again, more layers of confusion, you know? Things keep crossing lines, things keep tumbling over each other. We don't really know what the truth is. Alright, so this is obviously a ball pit area. It looks like we are probably going to have a flashlight mechanic based off this circle of light in the center. But yeah, it looks like this is some type of kid playground area with a little ball pit and stuff, so. Oh, wow. Okay, so this place is huge. So this is another section of the mall. And it looks like there's different areas. Because this is Chica's Chicken, but that's Montgomery, and that's Roxanne, and that's Freddy. And there's like little holes in the wall. So does that mean that each character has their own little section within this wall as well? That's going to be pretty interesting. Oh, there's the infamous cupcake. See? Ooh, so this makes me question then, are they going to have old relics from the old pizzerias here? Because that is clearly Chica's cupcake in that glass container. So they're obviously going to have old relics here, which brings on the question of what type of old relics? Because if they have Chica's cupcake, that means they had to get Chica herself in order to get her cupcake. So does that mean the original Chica costume is going to be here too? Like, that's something we need to think about. If they have access to old relics from the old pizzerias, what else is in this huge-ass mall? Now, this is cool because we actually get to see the little building squares that I was talking about. So, obviously, this is Chica's little hangout area where you could come in and chill and listen to her rock out. So, I'm guessing each animatronic... I'm guessing these are individual party rooms where you can come in and like have a little birthday party with a few kids, like a little own party room, and each animatronic has their own party room. So I'm guessing this is Chica's party room, that's why she's there.
To get you out by morning.
That was pretty cool. I like that mechanic too, you being able to slide down the ball hoops. That's pretty cool. Looks like we are getting into a little ball pit, like I said. So this is going to be a room with a huge jungle gym. So that's going to be fun because as you can see in the background, there's a lot of jungle gym mechanics back there. We also see a huge Freddy plush, which again calls back to the old franchise because the Freddy plushes were always in the random areas of the game. So once again, another callback to the old franchise. What other relics are they hiding here? Alright, so here's another cool thing where apparently it looks like we're in the kitchen, and of course, Chica's in the kitchen. But it looks like we're also going to be able to duck. Because look at how low we are to the ground. This is a regular size stove. I highly doubt for Gregory is smaller than a stove. So it looks like we are going to have a ducking mechanic. And also, she is pretty goddamn tall. Okay, so obviously we're going to have to go into areas, and the animatronics are going to be free roam as well. I thought they would just be secluded to their own little play areas, but it looks like they can be anywhere at any time. So it looks like it's going to be a free roam, but stuff is just going to be on the loose at all times. So we're obviously going to have to keep our eyes open and our ears open as well. So yeah, it looks like she's chasing us in the kitchen.
Do as I say.
That was Montgomery back there. Also, there's someone speaking saying that we will do as he says. So I'm assuming that's Glitchtrap again, talking to Vanny, telling her that she needs to do whatever he says. Looks like another jungle gym area. It looks like the same jungle gym area, actually. I wonder if this is going to be an introduction to the Moon character. Because if you look... Hold on, let me keep going.
You will bring me what I want.
If you look, there's something in that little castle back there. So obviously this is going to be an introduction probably to that Moon character we saw in the first trailer, because there is a Moon character. So maybe this is his area, and oh, maybe that's how the mechanic works. When the room goes dark, the Moon character comes out, but when the room's all lit up, like we saw earlier with the lit up jungle gym, the Sun character comes out. So maybe that's how that room's going to work. That's kind of interesting.
And if you fail...
Oh wow, look, so they actually have abilities. So she's running, which makes sense because again, Foxy was always known for his speed. So of course it makes sense to make Roxanne Wolf fast as well and more agile. So I guess Roxanne's ability is that she's fast, and she can easily catch up with us. We're in that same area again with the individual animatronics, so... Oh wait, I think I saw something in another one of the cases. Those little glass containers. There's something back there in that case. I want to know what that is.
And you will.
Okay, so it looks like the watch that we have on our hand is gonna be our tablet screen? Like we have in the other games? Huh. That's really weird because you have to wonder who gave him that watch to have that access. Who set him up with that access, you know? Makes you once again wonder who's helping him. So, looks like we have the camera function, which is what it's on right now. So we're going to be able to access different areas of the mall and look at where the animatronics are, I guess. We have a map, which is probably going to come in handy when we're trying to navigate this very big place. We also have an inventory, which implies that we're going to be able to hold on to stuff. Probably not going to be a lot because we're small and we don't have big pockets, but we're obviously going to be able to hold on to stuff, which again is a new mechanic. We've never really been able to grab from an inventory and pull stuff out before, so that's pretty cool. I wonder what's going to be in here. We also have logs, which is really interesting because I don't know what form of logs they're talking about. It could be like the logs that they had in the mobile game to where it's all those emails, so you could actually, or at least in this game, you could see previous logs that this mall has had. Or it could be logs of where animatronics were at a certain point of time, who was active, who was deactivated. So maybe it's that type of logs. I don't know. But at the bottom we can see our flashlight. So I guess this little thingy emits the flashlight. I don't know how that works. We also have a little Fredbear panel, and it says 100%. I don't know if this is the battery power of our watch or the battery power of Freddy, Rockstar Freddy himself, because again, if he's going to be helping us, then obviously he has a power supply. So I don't know if that's his power supply or if it's the power supply of the watch, because as we know, the tablet does have limited power supply, and I'm pretty sure this watch is the same thing. So we're obviously, that's something connected to that. I don't know what this is. Of course, this security breach logo has this format, but it has the letter 8, so I don't know what that means. And then we have tickets, so obviously there's gonna be little mini games that we can play throughout the actual main game, which is pretty cool. That's another new thing that we never really were able to do before, because as you know, a lot of the mini games within the game you had to like glitch or do a bunch of secrets or like hidden Easter eggs, but at least this time we actually have a mini game that we can actually play and not have to do a bunch of shit to get access to, you know. But yeah, also, if you look at the time, it says 12:09. Now, as you know, in a lot of previous FNAF games, it goes by the hour, not by the minute. So the time mechanic is still going to be from 12 to 6, but it's going to be different in the fact that it's going to be by minutes now. So maybe it's going to be an increased speed of minutes. That's going to be really cool. I can't wait to see how that works out too, but let's keep going.
Both of you, burn!
Okay, now that's interesting because Glitchtrap just said both of you burn, which implies that there's two people that he's controlling. But again, who are the two people? Is it actually true that Vanny and Vanessa are two individual characters, but they're somehow working together? Or it could be a case of multiple personality disorder to where Vanny is this security guard character and is trying to help the kid, but Vanessa is the evil character that takes control of her whenever Glitchtrap wants to do something evil. So that could also be so that's also another thing, because we do know that Vanessa is insane. So, sorry, not Vanessa, Vanny is insane. So it could be a multiple personality thing to where he addresses both of them as two people, or it could actually physically be two people. Of course, we're assuming that the security guard and Vanny are the two evil people, but there might be some hidden person here that's actually evil that we don't know about. Like I said, Scott is known to pull miracles out of his ass and make things appear out of nowhere. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's hiding something really big that's coming. Also, in this image, you can see the moon character kind of dancing around. So again, this is the same jungle gym area, except it is dark now. So I think my theory is correct that when the jungle gym area is dark, he comes out. At least that's what I know. So... Oh wow, okay, so Monty just broke through the gate, which is really interesting, because like I said before, I think each character has their own moveset ability. So obviously Roxanne's fast. And it looks like Monty's strong because he can just bust through locked gates. So it looks like Monty, his power is his strength, and Roxanne, her power is her speed. So we're going to have to be on the lookout for that because I guess nowhere is safe now. We can't just hide behind a gate and expect them not to be able to get us when he can break through. And we can't expect to outrun an animatronic if Roxanne is faster than us. So it looks like right there we were running through a little hallway, and then here is Roxanne again trying to get through the same gate, but she can't. So again, I think that further proves my point that each animatronic only has one ability that they can do. So like I said, Roxanne's fast, so she can't get through the gate. But since Monty's strong, he can, but his downfall might be that he's slow. So I guess each like I said, each animatronic has their own moveset ability. Here we can see Chica knocking over some stuff trying to get to us. I don't know what her moveset ability is. I can't really tell based off what she just did right here, because all the animatronics I think would be able to just move boxes and just kind of walk to us, so I don't really know what her moveset is, so I guess we'll have to see. That was Vandy running out of, and see, here's the Sun character. So this is interesting because, like I said, look at the room. It's light, you know? So I think that further proves, again, my theory that when the room is dark, the moon character comes out. Because if you notice, each time we see the sun or the moon character, it's in this same jungle gym area. So I think that when the moon, because there's the stars, see, look, but the overhead lights are on, so they're off. So I think when the room's dark, the moon character comes out, but when the room is lit, the sun character comes out. Now, I'm thinking the sun and the moon character are the same person, because if you look closely, the sun has a moon shape on its face, which matches the moon character's layout. So I think the moon and the sun are the same thing, but when the lights turn on or off, they switch. Because these flaps could easily fold inward or fold behind their head, and it now looks like the moon character. And because it's dark, their clothes changes color. Maybe it's like glow in the dark or something. So I don't really know, but it's highly possible that the moon and sun character are the same thing, except that it just changes when the lights are on or off. So it's obviously one animatronic from what I can tell. Or at least if it is two animatronics, they're going to be in the same room. So I guess it might be like a thing we have to do to where we have to keep the lights on if we want the sun character to be out, or something's going to happen. Again, we don't really know if the sun character is good or evil because nothing has really been said about this character yet. Obviously, the moon character is evil, but we don't really know the intent of the sun character. Right here, it seems that he's just jumping out of something, but we don't really know if he's jumping out to attack us or jumping out to surprise us. But see, he jumped away, so it could just be a thing to where he's just jumping and like trying to be all happy and excited. But again, we don't know. We don't really know that much about the sun character. But yeah, that's just my take on it. And I think this is Roxanne's Speedway. That's really cool. I really hope we're able to ride one of those go-karts and just drive around, because I would love to do that. So this area looks pretty big too, so I can't wait to see what secrets are here, because that's definitely going to be interesting to check out. So we're back in the seat. Like I said, we're back in the same room, except it's dark, and now the stars are lit up, and his little thingy is lit up too. So I think that's where he lives. And then he's in there. You can see him right there. So like I said, I think my theory's right. When the lights turn off, he comes out. But when they're on, the sun character is what rules the play. So we're going to have to go through both him and the sun character when the lights turn out and turn on. So that's going to be definitely interesting to see. But obviously he can climb down the slides too, so it looks like we can't just trap him in these little areas. All the best we can do is just get him lost or outrun him. I want to go back really quick to get a closer look at him, just to see like what he looks like. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's not the same character, and this is just like a moon guy, separate animatronic. I don't know, but I feel like they are the same character. I feel like the sun and the moon are the same character, because I just thought it was weird. Like, why would the sun have a moon face and the moon only have a moon face but no sun face? You know, it doesn't make sense. So I think, at least in my theory, they are the same character. Okay, now this is interesting because this says staff only. Now, I wouldn't really take much consideration of this, but the fact that it's an acronym, there's periods between each letter, which means that each letter represents something. I don't know what, but there's obviously something more going on here. Why would it say staff only, but each letter is its own individual letter? So this obviously means something, so we might need to figure that out in the game. And of course, she's coming out of staff only, so this further confuses things, because wouldn't only the security guard have access to staff only? So is the security guard Vanny? Again, we don't know. Oh my gosh, this analysis is driving me crazy. But anyway, yeah, I just thought it was weird how she's coming out of the staff only area when only security guards should have access to staff only areas. So, further confusion. My brain hurts. All right, let's keep going. Nice, nice.
There is more going on here than you realize.
Okay, so I also got another thing from Super Horror Bro, how he was saying that that voice that just said that towards you was like, there's more going on here than you realize. At least not from Super Horror Bro, actually. I got it from a few comments that were on the reaction video itself, that it sounds like Circus Baby. So that is a very high possibility that, like I said, this game is somehow connected to Sister Location, because like I said earlier before, when we were looking at the animatronics on the elevator, that was Bellora's theme song playing. I am not going to be deterred from that. I genuinely believe that was Bellora's theme song that was playing over their showcase. So obviously, just based off that, Scott doesn't just put stuff in here for fun and pleasure. He put stuff in here for a reason. So there was obviously a very big reason of why he decided to include Bellora's theme song, because why would he want to make that connection, you know? He could easily just make another soundtrack, or at least another song to represent this small trailer, but yet he chose to do a remix of Bellora's theme song. Kind of interesting, don't you think? So again, that voice did kind of sound like Circus Baby. I wouldn't be surprised if it is Circus Baby somehow. Because he keeps trying to make a connection back to Sister Location, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's Sister Location references somewhere in here. And then from right here, I know this is in the way, but from right here, we can see a hand is reaching out behind this wall, and it kind of like settles onto the ground. So there's a lot of analysis to do in this just image, so let's get ready. Let me take a deep breath. Okay, let's get into this. Okay, so first off, the light obviously is purple, which means this is somehow going to be connected to Purple Guy, which of course is Glitch Trap. So obviously this is somehow Glitch Trap. At least I'm just making the connection it is related to Glitch Trap. But I just thought it was weird how they chose to do purple lighting on this weird, deformed hand. And it almost looks burnt in a way, which as we know, Afton was burned. So this could be him, or at least a reincarnation of him somehow, because right now he is just a virus. And like I said earlier, obviously this mall has access to old things from the old pizzerias, because we clearly saw Chica's cupcake in one of the glass containers. So we do know that this pizzeria has access to old relics from the old pizzerias. So maybe they're holding on to old animatronics. Now, what makes me think that this is somehow a reincarnation, or at least a transfer, is because look at his hand. If you notice, this hand highly resembles the hand of a Nightmare animatronic. Now, I'm not saying that this is a Nightmare animatronic, but if you remember, Nightmare animatronics have this pointy fingertips and this kind of design, so I'm wondering if somehow he's coming back as a Nightmare, because even though a lot of people said that the Nightmare animatronics weren't real, it's obviously possible, because why would they choose this type of hand, you know? This closely resembles a Nightmare animatronic's hand. So it's just weird. I just find it weird how they chose to do something like with this type of hand. But the arm is clearly burned or damaged beyond repair with some, I can't really tell. The lighting's kind of dark, so it's not really easy to tell, but I did just want to point out that this hand does resemble a Nightmare animatronic's hand. So yeah, it is possible that he's being reincarnated as a nightmare in some way. There is also a possibility this could be the Stitch Wraith. Yes, I have been keeping up with the books, and I have been reading on to the Stitch Wraith, but I don't really know if it's the Stitch Wraith, because the Stitch Wraith is supposed to be entered, and I don't really see a connection of how his reincarnation would be related to the Stitch Wraith, because from what I've read, the Stitch Wraith has multiple souls within it, so I don't really see how it would give access to Afton letting it take control of its body. So I don't really think this is a Stitch Wraith. I think this is an individual reincarnation of Afton somehow, or at least something to do with his reincarnation overall. But it is possible that we could see an appearance of the Stitch Wraith here. I just because like I said, this is a new game, and the Stitch Wraith has been in the books for a while, so Scott could have made the decision to include the Stitch Wraith, even if it is just a small Easter egg. We gotta look for stuff because there's a lot of plot lines coming out of this overall franchise now. We have the Stitch Wraith, we have all the individual stories, we have Afton's story, we have there's just so many things coming out of this now. So we definitely have to look for those different plot lines because I feel like Scott would be the type to hide something in here about the Stitch Wraith. So we're definitely going to have to be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I just wanted to analyze this hand and let y'all know that the hand does kind of look like a Nightmare Animatronics hand just based off design. And I'm not saying it is, but just based off the design that they chose for it, it does look like it resembles it. The hand is clearly been damaged in some way. So like I said, it could be a possible failed reincarnation or some type of reincarnation overall to where he took over someone's body and it's merged with an animatronic. I don't really know. But obviously it is going to have something to do with Glitch Trap just based off the coloring palette that they chose and the way that it looks burned, which as we know Afton was burned. So yeah, it's definitely going to be something in that category, but overall, I really can't wait to see what this game has in store. It is supposed to come out in 2021, so this year, kind of excited about it. I don't have a PS5 sadly, so I'm gonna have to wait to when they release it on PC or Xbox. But I'm really excited overall about this game, and I can't wait to play it. I got chills from that trailer. It's not the gameplay that excites me. It's the amount of theories and lore that are gonna come out of this that excite me because I love analyzing lore. If you haven't noticed, and I love making those small connections. So. I'm definitely gonna be all over that game when it comes out and trying to find clues and Easter eggs and lore, and it's just gonna be so much fun. And I will hopefully do a live stream to where I show it to you guys because I think you guys will love it. But yeah, this is my first reaction and analysis breakdown of the trailer based on what I know so far of the franchise. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and check out the trailer for yourself. It is on. Let me check. Where did I find this trailer? It's on IGN's YouTube channel. So go check it out. I think you guys would really love it. It's gonna be so amazing. If you don't want to check out IGN, there's been a bunch of YouTubers who have already done reactions to this, like Dako and Jack. I think Super Harbro did one. So yeah, just go check them out. They're amazing, and this I'm just so excited for this. Like props to Scott and Steel Wool as a whole because you could tell they really put a lot of effort into this game, and it's gonna look amazing when it comes out, and it's just gonna be so much fun to play and so much fun to explore. And but yeah, thanks guys for watching this video. Like I said, like and subscribe if you want to. I'm not gonna force you, but you can. The option's there. And I will see you guys later. All right. Bye bye.